Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to read a story called Living Lights, so please take out your anthology and turn to page 106. You can press pause while you do so. We are going to read a science article. A science article gives information or facts. It tells what living and non-living things in our world are like and how they stay alive or work. Remember that this is a non-fictional text. It has real photographs. It will have headings, okay? If I take a picture walk, I see my headings. I see bold prints. I see captions, okay? All of these are parts of non-fiction texts, okay? More bold prints, more headings. There's lots of headings. There's even labels. So you'll see that every page has its own heading. It's got its own bold print, which just means print that's very dark, right? So this is a science article, so you need to zero in on that. Look for your headings, okay? Some plants and animals use light to help them stay alive. Some ocean animals use light to hide from predators, such as a type of squid that squirts a glowing cloud. Others glow to scare predators away, like the comb jelly in the photo right here. Some sea animals' bellies glow so they blend with the bright ocean surface. Animals below do not notice that they are there. So let's get started.
Living Lights by Dr. Dennis Desjardins. Lights at my feet. I was in a forest in Brazil. Strange lights were all around my feet. They looked like stars on the ground. They were mushrooms.
Okay, this caption says, this mushroom looks different during the day than it does at night. So I can see during the day it looks just like a plain mushroom. At night it lights up. These mushrooms glow in the dark. Notice that this word is a word you might not be familiar with. So in these parentheses right here, they show you how to pronounce it. So it's Brazil, and that would be how you say this word right here, Brazil.
The mushrooms were bioluminescent. They could make light. I am a scientist. I study mushrooms. I wanted to learn more about them and other living lights. Turn the pages to see what I learned.
This caption says, here I am studying mushrooms, and this says bioluminescent mushrooms. And again, we have this big long word right here, and right below it in the parentheses, it says bioluminescent. Bioluminescent just shows me how to pronounce that word. Okay, and I just learned that mushrooms make light.
Lights that help mushrooms. Mushrooms have spores. A spore is like a seed. The mushrooms spit their spores into the air. The wind carries the spores to new places where they grow into new mushrooms. Sometimes insects carry spores to new places. Light attracts insects. When they land on the glowing mushrooms, some spores might stick to them. When the insects leave, so do the spores.
This caption says, not too long ago, I discovered something new. It was a new kind of bioluminescent mushroom, shown here. Okay, so we just learned that a spore and a seed are alike because something new grows from them. A seed grows into a new plant, a spore grows into a new mushroom. Cause and effect. What causes the spores to move to different places? Okay, so we learned that the wind and insects carry the spores to new places. This mushroom grows on the sides of trees. It is from Australia. We've been learning quite a bit about Australia animals and plants, haven't we?
Lights that invite insects. Some animals make light too. A glowworm makes sticky threads, like a spider web. It hangs the threads from the tops of caves. The threads make a sticky trap.
Okay, here's my label for cave. My caption says, a dark cave is a good place for a glowworm's trap. So ask yourself, why would a dark cave be a good place for a glowworm's trap? Well, when the glowworm shines its light, insects fly to the light and they get stuck in the threads. I know that lights shine brightly in the dark, so I think a dark cave is a good place for the trap because the light would show up better inside this cave than outside in a brighter place. What word describes the glowworm's threads? The adjective sticky describes those threads, right? What does the caption say the glowworms look like? Okay, let's find out.
Then the glowworm shines its light. Other insects fly to the light and get stuck in the threads. Then the glowworm eats the insects.
This caption says, look closer at the glowworm's light. Glowworms light up this cave. They look like stars. There's the answer. What does the caption say? It says they look like stars. This is actually very beautiful.
Lights that send messages. One kind of beetle, called a firefly, uses light to talk to other fireflies. The light in its tail blinks on and off. Sometimes a firefly flashes its light to warn of danger. But most of the time, fireflies are just trying to find each other. A male firefly flashes a light. A female firefly flashes back to answer. They keep flashing until they find each other.
What does this close up picture of the firefly help you understand? Yes, it shows what the light in its tail looks like. This passage explains the two ways fireflies communicate. They use their light to warn other fireflies of danger and to find each other. So this says a firefly uses its light to send a message to other fireflies. He can turn this off and on just like a flashlight.
Lights in the sea. Many living lights live in the deep sea. An anglerfish has a rod on its head. The end of the rod glows. It attracts small fish. When a fish swims to the light, snap! The anglerfish eats it.
Okay, this says rod. The anglerfish uses its light to catch fish.
Ocean predators often look up to the surface. They know a dark shape may be food.
The caption says this shark looks for dark shapes in the water. How is this anglerfish like this shark? Yes, both are predators in the sea. How are they different? The anglerfish uses light to attract food, but the shark does not.
Lights that hide animals. The anglerfish's light attracts prey. Other ocean animals use light to escape or hide from predators. Bioluminescent animals are hard to see in the bright water, so the predator moves on.
This comb jelly makes light to scare predators. Some jellyfish are hard to see in the bright water.
Many animals are bioluminescent. To me, that's exciting. There are many questions left to answer. Trying to find the answers will be a great adventure.
This says some squids are bioluminescent, and pinecone fish can also make light.